Okay, fellas. This video is going to appear in probably more than one thread because I'm going to cover a couple different uh, topics in this. First, the two tanks in the background there are IR Tigers. They're still on the completely stock hang-along system, but I'll hold that till the end. This tank in the front is the one that I just put the impact battle unit in, and I also did some work to make the turret rotation a little smoother. So I'm going to start with that. I used the graphite. The stuff that Brett posted, that powdered Teflon stuff, looks very interesting. I think I'd like to try that. But now with the IBU, I've got really smooth turret rotation. I can get it just creeping. It does still kind of rub as it goes around, but that's mostly the bottom of the turret rubbing on the stuff on top. And I think part of that might be due to the weight. It might be starting to bow down. So I'm going to look into braces for the underside of the hull top. I did clean up the casting marks along the edge of the bottom of the metal turret, and that helped quite a bit. I'm not going to use the slip ring in this tank. The main reason I'm not going to use the slip ring is because I've converted this over to be Tamiya compatible, and this slip ring kit is really a great kit. I can't believe it. It really is plug and play, and I'm going to do a video on it when I put it in, but I'm going to put it in that Tiger 1 late on the left in the back there. That's also IR, but that's going to stay IR. So that's when I'll get to that, is when I do that tank. But now I've decided on this one because I have them, and I just had them laying around. I got to put in one handle to repair one. I'm going to run 3 different cupolas on this tank. I'm going to run this one when I battle with the Apple in it. And when I take the Apple out and she's sitting on the shelf, I've got this one that I filed it off the inside of the hatch so that it'll sit down flat, because it was sticking up just a little bit. You saw that in one of the previous videos. So I got to put a new grab handle on there, and this will be for when it's sitting on the shelf with no commander. And then I'll have this one for when it's sitting on the shelf with a commander, because this one's got everything is intact and ready to go. This one I still got to put 2 pieces on. I got to put on the grab handle and the stop back here, but that'll be pretty easy with that Zap Goo. And so there's a couple features now that I've noticed about this impact battle unit in conjunction with the IBU2. One's not good, one is good. The first one is that the emitter that I got with this, the plug doesn't fit the IBU2. So I don't know if it does fit the Tamiya. I don't know what the Tamiya plug looks like. If the IBU is supposed to be plug and play with the Tamiya battle unit, so I would assume that the plug on the impact is the same as the plug on the Tamiya for the IR emitter. Now the 5-pin for the Apple, everything was cool. It's got its own special plug on the IBU2, and it plugged right in and everything works great. That's another reason I'm not using the slip ring, is because the slip ring kits, they kind of don't take into account that you've got that flash ring on there and you need 2 more wires for that, and they're wired a little different from what Tamiya and Impact and IBU is. So I'm just going to get a regular slip ring and do up this tank later. But one thing that I noticed on this that I really like is that the Apple will talk to you for more than just battle stuff. It gives you, when your reload is over, it gives you a flash. Now this is one thing I like too. I slapped a Viper in this bad boy, so I got volume control from the transmitter. But it gives you I got it set on 1 second reload time right now just because I'm testing it. But at the end of the 1 second reload, it will give you a flash on the Apple. And I checked the IR emitter with my phone, and it is seriously brighter than the ones on the stock Tigen tanks, and it stays on for 1 second. I don't think it's going to show up in this video. We'll see. Another thing I've noticed on this is I'm about to turn on the smoke unit. I do that from the transmitter with the IBU2, and when it goes on, the Apple gives me a little flash. That scrunch noise that you heard, that was the gears in the smoke unit. That's pretty rare that it does that. But that's the V2 smoker in there, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's already kicking out nice smoke. That thing works pretty good. But I've got the IBU set to have like 80% power to the smoker at idle. So I think that's everything I wanted to cover on this one. See you next time.